Stand firm in the faith. Act like men. Be strong. In today's culture, that's labeled toxic masculinity. But Scripture reveals the truth. Strength that is rooted in love is biblical masculinity. Make your choice.
Welcome back to the Choice Podcast. Matty B, we got blue numbers. Turn them red. Let's get
working on
going.
it.
I mean, you act like it's a Sunday afternoon when you're used to Saturday morning or a Monday night.
Hey, we got red numbers.
We got red numbers. We're ready to go. Who knows if we record the
91.
first 5 seconds on episode 91.
Over a year.
Yeah. We started, our first episode came out last August 1st.
Oh, wow. Well, how about that? We've been here for a year now.
We're here, boys.
And we're
girls.
still here. They tried to kick us out, but they couldn't.
Yeah, look, we said many times they don't really champion the, what's going on here, but they'll just tolerate
They
it.
certainly don't sanction it,
Yeah, sanctions are better out, yeah.
but tolerate is a good.
Yeah, moderately sanctioned,
Moderately.
barely tolerated.
They sanction the episodes they're invited to.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a reason why we have to bring on Garrett and other people in the congregation.
Yeah.
We got to show a little bit of favoritism.
Hey, we jumped right in, but we got a crowd here today.
Yeah,
We
that's
do.
right. So
The
let me talk
table
to
is
you
full.
about, we got waving at the camera. We got a special day. It's a big deal type of day. First ever on the podcast. But before we do that, Josh, let's start this one off in a special way. Why don't we pray over because we got a big deal podcast here, first time ever, family coming through. We're gonna pray
Funny
into
he
this
said
thing.
that because my wife just put this up.
I don't want to do it without prayer.
We have not prayed.
What you're about to hear needs some prayer, I guess. I haven't heard the story. It's gonna be
Hey,
good.
I tell you what. Let's tee this up right.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, why don't the kids pray for us?
I like that a lot. All right, you got it. Give him the mic, Matty B.
Okay, hello. Can you hear me now?
Talking to God or us?
Us, everyone.
Yeah, good.
All right. Dear Lord, thank you for this day, and thank you for having us all here on the podcast. Thank you for Mr. Eric and inviting us, and Dad inviting us, and Maddie B inviting us, and them all tolerating us. Pray your blessing over this podcast, that we all speak words of wisdom and we act in godly ways in all we do. Pray that the kids behave, myself included, and pray that you bless this podcast in all the ways. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, Jonathan. Thanks, and fantastic job. As he alluded to, we've got the wonderful Miss Holly back with us today. And in addition to that, we've got 3
Of the 4.
of the 4.
Yeah.
Wonderful
So-
children, Josh. Why don't you
And a
introduce your
plus one.
family here today?
So
And
yeah.
a plus one.
So we'll start with the youngest to oldest. So just raise your hand, Catherine. This is the youngest of our bookend girls in our family. James and Jonathan. And then our oldest is Cassidy. She is not here with us because she lives in Kentucky with her wonderful husband and is currently working hard at cooking my first grandbaby.
Whoa, record scratch. Hold on, Josh. Is that new news that you are about to share with the world, Miss Holly?
Do you have questions, sir?
Did you kids know this? Oh, they knew.
Oh, they knew. Yeah, they knew first.
So
Brothers
yeah.
and sisters talk, so they knew first.
So how big is that circle of awareness?
It just got bigger, but it's so.
I'd say.
Vic.
Well, how
Vic-
about that?
Vic and Alan Eager that have been on the podcast months ago. Vic and Cassidy are lifelong best friends, and I'll just go ahead and spread some of their news too. Should I? Yeah. Vic is also with child number 2.
It's a very South Louisiana way of saying
Two best.
they're having a baby.
Two best friends are pregnant together.
I
Amazing.
think it's because I'm in the room that he's really trying.
Our oldest daughter and our unofficial adopted daughter, Victoria, And so those are our kids and my beautiful wife.
That's amazing. Holly, how about answered prayer, right?
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's a big deal.
That's a huge
Because
deal.
we've talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
You know, well, congratulations to the two of you
I'm
and
wondering where
to
you're
Miss
going.
Cassie
Yeah.
and Sergey, but you know what's coming next.
I think I might.
Well, no, we haven't erased them all yet. We have to know, the world wants to know, what will your grandparents' names be?
I don't know if we're ready to share them, but I think we're close. I will say this. They're not on the board.
So the two on the board for Josh are Mon View. Is that how you say it?
Is that Malvo, maybe?
Yeah, that one. And then the second one is probably my favorite, Dog Father. What do you think?
Eric got Bubba.
Oh, no, we're already
Jeffy,
Lolly and Pop.
Ace, Skipper,
It's been settled.
Daddy-O, and Spaz.
Did you know that?
I didn't know y'all had been settled.
Oh yeah, Christina is all in Lolly and Pop. So, Josh, what can we at least? I have beef jerky flying. Can we at least talk about what the options are? And then we'll have an opinion, and then we'll vote. Kids, do you guys have an opinion?
They actually do, and it'd probably be better coming from them.
All right, James, what is your opinion on this?
Sling him your mic.
James is
Matty
to my
B.
right.
Personally, don't have a huge opinion on it. We haven't talked that much about it with Jonathan, Catherine, and I. But one that I've liked that we've been talking about is Boo Boo and Shouty.
Boo Boo and Shawty. Full support, James.
Who's Boo Boo?
Oh, obviously Dad.
Really? I thought it was the opposite.
Well, you know, in those like rap songs, the girl's always shouty.
Oh, very well.
So I'm gonna write these down, James. Boo Boo. Would I spell that?
Holly is not
B-O-B-O?
pleased.
We can go with that one. Yeah.
Double O's. Boo boo.
All right.
I knew one of them was going to say.
I vote yes. Yeah, and yes.
Okay, so Mr. Eric likes your vote.
All right.
How about
Perfect.
we'll save Catherine for last because she'll probably be the angel that pulls it out of the gutter, James. Jonathan, what say you, sir?
Well, I liked the dog father one. That was good. I don't know what mom would be in that scenario, but there was one that
Mother?
I mean, it just doesn't have the right ring to it.
But dog
Catwoman.
Dog father. You need to do it like you need to do it like from like the movies and stuff.
So what do you think, Jonathan? So what is the
Dog. It could be. This one it could just come out of nowhere, but I liked it because my nana, she wanted to be called this when she had a great grandbaby. So this could work for mom in a different way. It could be grandmama.
Grandmama and the dog father? That actually works.
Grandmama. You guys think
That actually works.
I'm taking the mic away from her.
Okay, all right. All right, Miss Catherine, what say you?
You got to help her out, huh?
She's slightly taken aback by the...
I know what my mom wants, and so I'm going to say that one. Dad wants to be happy or grumpy. Both of them work.
I've seen both.
And mom wants to be Lolly.
Lolly. That's good. That's two lollies.
So I think we're leaning towards Catherine's.
Well, which one is it? Grumpy or happy? Can we vote on this?
I think it's going to, I had a grumpy. And I thought it was cool. He was the
Grampy,
he was the
which
first,
is similar to
he was
Grumpy.
the furthest thing from grumpy. But
Okay.
my grandparents on that side were grumpy and kitty cat.
Yeah.
And she hated kitty cats and he wasn't grumpy. So
Noted.
I like that. I like grumpy. I think it's fun. It's unique. And it's not like Papaw or Poppy or anything like that.
So is this like decided by the eldest grandchild, or is this
No,
like
absolutely not. We give those grandchildren and children zero input. We
So-
let them talk, but we will not take
I
their...
feel like we should get Holly's input here.
Let's do it.
Well, I do prefer Lolly over Shorty.
Dang.
Weird.
Who would
Isn't
have
that,
thought?
James, isn't that weird?
And grandnana or grandmama.
James, pull it down.
However, and I like Lolly. It's a happy name,
Yeah.
and so I'm happy with that. I did say we're really going to talk about grumpy because we got to make sure we're not, if we're going to be grumpy. That's a big standard there.
Sounds like I need some retraining on that.
Yeah.
But I could say all of us could say on that same page, not just Daddy.
That's right. Well, and so should we mix them? Like, should we
so-
grippy? Yeah.
Grippy?
Or
Well, we didn't like Happy Pappy.
I mean,
I do like Happy.
Hippie?
I do like Happy and Lolly. That's fun.
It is
Happy
kind
and
of fun,
Lolly?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like happy.
We like
and
joyful
Lolly.
names.
Yeah, happy's good.
I also like Happy and Jolly.
Hoppy.
But I am very grateful
I don't know
to
why you
be
keep
a
changing.
grandmother.
Yeah, how about that?
I
Huge deal.
love being a
Well,
grandmother.
it's also great to see our daughter and son-in-law coming into parenthood. That's also pretty special.
I'd like that's interesting and unique, and a whole new journey, right? Because this is number one.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is like I'm good with fun names, but I'm also good with the heritage of a grand name. Although
I like that.
the rest of my family's not set on the board because they say I don't look like a
Not at all.
grandmother.
Yeah.
I don't.
Although I'm grateful because I'm like this. Our daughter is going to give birth to a child, and that's grand. And
Oh, yeah.
mama.
Yeah, and I think that we can all agree that on this podcast we are in full agreement that life begins at conception. So y'all have been
Absolutely.
grandparents for
Yep.
what, 4 months?
There we
now?
go.
5,
Yes.
4.
Yeah. You know what? The baby due date is cool.
Yeah, that's actually
Catherine,
really neat.
you want to tell us? You can bracket it in if you want. You got to lean forward though, sweetheart.
So my birthday is March 3rd, and my dad's birthday is March 5th, and the baby's due date is
Is the 4th of March. How about that?
So
I think it'll be the 3rd.
I actually, you got to lean close and say it.
the due date is the 4th of March, and then my dad's he was born on the 5th, and then I was born on the 3rd.
Noted. Hey,
Yeah.
before you give the mic back up, I have one question for you. This is the young lady who can't get enough of Andrea. So
Yes.
while she's here, and we have her dad, who is going to be grampy, grumpy, happy, hippie, hoppy, something.
We'll make both her brothers
man.
have Andrea voices.
I think we should have him announce to the world which one of those names he picks in Andrea's voice. Just for you, Catherine. How do you feel about that?
Yes, very good. I love it.
All right, Maddie B.
Okay.
My name is Jonathan, and I intend to go to school at.
My name is Jonathan, and I intend to go to school. I'm a university student, and I intend to go to school online
There you
at
go.
Liberty.
Very good. All right.
He also moonlights as Andrea. Does James have that same voice? I do. Oh, this is great.
Oh, it is
This
great.
is terrible.
It's amazing.
All
I
right.
don't know why you didn't like this.
As in with that.
There
I
you go.
think-
There you go,
We're back.
Catherine.
And
You've
we're
had-
back. That was for you, Miss Catherine.
You've
'cause
had a little bit of
she's been
Andrea.
asking for Andrea from the Peter episode for a long time.
She
There
has.
it is.
She has.
Well, look, that's seriously big news for you guys.
It's fun stuff, man. It's been exciting, and it's going to be.
He's okay. Hey, I'm not sure what'll make the final cut
Also-
there, but we were just not informed. We were not informed of the child's sex. Okay, we don't know.
I would love to tell you, but it's not mine to tell.
Okay, so no one worry about that. We don't know that. Okay, good. We've established we're clear.
Does not leave this stage.
No.
I can say it will be either a boy or a girl.
Yeah, well, I can tell you it will be. Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a big deal. And so I have you guys on today, so congrats to you. I'm looking forward to learning from you guys and Christine as well, how that journey goes. It's a huge blessing for sure, and the prayer answered.
Absolutely.
But we've got the team here. We got Team Myers and Team Josh and Holly here in the studio today because, as you know, we are in the middle of the sermon series. I would love to be a sermon series. The testimony series. And these two have graciously came on and offered as encouragement to you listening. And it's hard to do. Christine and I went, 2 episodes ago? And it was challenging, but it was important. And we've, have had conversations, has led to conversations with folks that had no idea about our testimony that are close friends, like lifelong. My brother, right? A friend, Average Adam. And so we still owe them another longer conversation, but they didn't know the testimony that we had gone through, experienced, then the walk we did, and where it got us. They were like, okay, let's have a chat. I'm like, let's do that. That'd be great.
That is cool. I do think when we do our individual testimonies, it'll be harder. Holly's and my testimony, I don't think is nearly as hard as far as being difficult to share or difficult things, still encouraging in its own right. And we've said this a couple times. I don't know that we ever said it to begin with, but we've been told it should be a movie or a play, a musical. I do think it has those qualities, and maybe one day it will be, but it's fun for me to tell. And my version is what I believe is more accurate and right and better.
Hey, look, before we get into
She
this,
knows details I don't, though.
this will be good. And I haven't heard it personally.
Sure.
I know you haven't, unless I know. Have the kids?
They know. They've heard probably all of it. Maybe not all
In one time.
in one sitting, but they've heard this piece and that piece, and they didn't all put it together. So they won't be shocked by anything.
There's one part of scripture that I need to square up before we get started, though. And it said, don't go to worship or don't go to prayer with a brother if you have unreconciled differences. And I'm going to add the sister to that verse, Miss Holly. What did you know about this dishwasher steak? And how did you approve that? Why is that funny, Catherine? He had us chewing on soap.
You shouldn't ask Holly. You should ask everyone at this table.
Because apparently you all knew
They
what
were
was
all
happening
in.
and we're okay with it. So grievance needs to be filed and cleared here before we go any further.
Fair enough.
I need to know your involvement
So
because
we'll
I
say
hold you in a
this.
very high regard at the moment.
because
Okay.
because it is everyone's on trial. If you had any knowledge of steak sous vide in a dishwasher, raise your hand.
All right. Look. Oh, James did not.
Not until after.
The one who can keep the secrets.
He was busy
The
swimming
keeper
with
of
the sharks.
secrets. Yeah. Because look, I'm willing to put this squarely on his shoulders. I'm gonna give you an out, Ms. Holly. I just need to know your involvement and whose idea this was. Do you have
were
a
out of
response to this?
We were out of town. He called, had spent a lot of time by himself. He was already well involved with his plan when he called to tell me what he was doing and had a great deal of joy explaining to me what he was doing. And I thought it was crazy. I was curious. I was curious, how is this going to turn out, really? Because that's our dishwasher.
That smells like
Which
raw
could be-
meat now.
Could be anything.
Well, I will tell you, I did show her something this morning. I said, should I do this to the guys? She gave it a quick no.
Yeah, we'll never trust him again, will we?
But check
fact,
it out. I watched
The only
this.
food you're allowed to bring from now on comes from some type of establishment.
Has to be prepackaged.
Yeah, and pre-cooked,
That's
not
right.
by you.
Right. I saw a dude
The
take
last 2 times we've cooked, we've put it in meat in a dishwasher, and we got jambalaya. Was it?
It was supposed to be. I don't
All
think it
over
really-
the front porch of Choice Baptist.
Oh, man.
When
Oh,
we
we
burn
did.
a hole in the pan.
We did.
That was
But I will say,
That's not a sign.
I do appreciate your friendship. When I was freaking out over the jambalaya pouring out of the bottom of the pot, you're like, bro, we roll with it. Let's go.
Roll.
We just roll with it.
Have you ever had chewy jambalaya or
I did
crunchy?
that night.
Yeah, me neither. It's a first for everything.
I'd rather not have it ever again.
Oftentimes
Anyway.
that does happen where Josh will have a grand idea and he'd be like, come on, Holly, let's, I'm doing this. Come do it with me. And when it comes to food, I'm a little, I've learned to make some things well. So to run in at the last minute I'm here to support him 110%.
And she did
And
that
she
night.
did.
And I did that night.
Oh, yeah.
And
She
I
definitely did.
wear that crunchy jambalaya on myself too, which is sad because we can make a mean jambalaya.
Oh, I know. I had it the year before.
We do better.
We're
than
bracketing. We're just showing you what it could be.
Yeah.
So next year again.
2 are better
Knockers
than
off
1,
it.
but
Yeah.
2 need some preparation.
that. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and
Test
twice
the
the
pot
recipe.
first.
Yeah.
Test the pot first.
Well, that's all good. But yeah, no. Okay, so you knew about it, but it wasn't your idea. So she still stands on the top shelf, like high regard.
100%. And she
Josh
came-
tried to drag you down.
I was a little shocked that he actually did it because I knew he had a problem with the steak in a bag thing. I knew that.
We all knew that. We still do. I have a real problem now because I don't know where that bag came from.
Good news is I had bought those fairly recently.
Oh, the
bags.
steaks?
Yeah.
Oh, the bags?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, and heck, I was going to tell you. I forget. But look, we tried it. It was a little bit chewy, okay? We gutted it. Oh, this is what I'm going to say. Look, we said the same thing you did. We should never leave him alone for more than a week again.
That's
ever.
part of our testimony
Yes.
today.
Oh, it is. I promise it's not going to turn out well. Like running around with scissors in the dark within 48 hours.
Swimming with power tools.
Yeah.
The list goes
Jonathan
on.
like that. Yeah, okay. All right, so let me just step back. This is the mic is yours. If I have questions or a
jump
leading
in.
thing,
You
I'll
can
jump
jump
in,
in.
but I cannot wait to hear this. This will be really good and really powerful.
Okay.
So over to you guys, the testimony of the Myers family.
So this is our story.
Once upon a time, that's sweet, Catherine.
What'd you say, Catherine? Once upon a time?
Mm-hmm.
Once upon a time in a land far, far away,
There was this church.
my older sister,
No, but before, can I just prelude to this? We went to the same church. Our parents grew up, because I think we've gone generationally with some of this.
sure.
Both our parents had neat stories that we got to learn along the way of how they ended up in said church that they were in. And when we went to the church, we were at the same church, aware of the families that were there. The church had this same stuff like, youth group and children's events and things like that. And we hadn't been there very long. And our sisters became friends through the youth group.
So we each have
Your sister, his sister.
Yes.
we
But
both
we
have
weren't old enough for youth group.
we both have one older sister, both about 2.5 years older than us, and they were good friends.
So this story begins at age, what, 10 or
So
12?
we're about 12 years old,
Crazy.
and
I'm younger.
it's
Let me be clear about this.
well, actually, yeah, she might have been 12, I might have been 13, but regardless, it was the summer, and there was a summer VBS type thing going on, and my sister and I needed a ride. So my sister is Amy, her sister's name is Susie. Susie drove over and picked up my sister and I to bring us to VBS for that first day. So I've got these two older girls. One is my sister in the front seat, and I'm the little kid in the back seat.
Well,
And-
I had already ridden with them privately, and your sister really likes you. And she was proud of your school picture. She had already showed me your school picture.
Was
So-
he bearded?
And no, but he was really cute.
Oh,
He was cute.
So then,
And she said, "You need to see my brother. Look how cute he is." I'm like, "Yes, he is cute."
what was her name? What's her name? Your sister?
Amy.
Amy, I'm 12 years old. He's up.
yeah, I'm
She's throwing him to the wolves. That's what she's doing.
so
Yes, your brother's cute.
we're driving
I've
to
never even thought that before, but
So we're driving to VBS, and they're working the other angle of that conversation they had with Holly. And they're like, "Hey, have you met Susie's little sister, Holly?" And I'm like,
Oh, they're like matchmaking.
And at this age, I'm like, I didn't know there were girls in the church. All I noticed was dudes in the church, right? Like my buddies. I'm 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, she's really cute. You should be her boyfriend." And I'm like, record scratch, man. I'm like, what does that mean to be a boyfriend? They're like, it means y'all are like a couple and you hold hands sometimes. So that was their level of understanding
Girls
in
have
our
hands?
education,
and our ignorance. And I'm like,
That's a valid point, Ollie.
I don't know if you want to hold a girl's hand, but
Ah,
interesting enough.
that's crazy talk.
And I was like, well, how do you do this? And like, it's easy. You just go up to them and you say, "Hey, do you want to be my girlfriend?" And then she'll say yes. And then that's it. And I'm like, okay. So they showed me a picture of Holly.
I can assure you they don't always say yes. Ask Christina.
Right.
It's one of her favorite stories. She's told it within the last 24 hours.
With excitement and zeal.
Yeah.
Too much zeal.
Yeah.
So we get to the VBS and there's a registration table. And I see Holly coming around the corner. I know it's her from the picture, and I can tell you exactly what she's wearing. She was wearing like a white T-shirt and blue jean overall short things. Like, I don't know what the girls call those, but
overalls.
overalls. Okay,
a short
overalls,
version.
but they were short pants.
If they're only short, if they're not full legged though, they're over mosts.
There you go. Overmost. So she was wearing overmost, and she had two French braids, Catherine, one on each side. And
This is a
she was,
vivid memory for him, James.
but she was about Catherine's age, ish. And so she came running around the corner, and I was like, here's my moment. And I was like, drum roll. I was like,
This is a lot leading up to how we met here.
are you Holly? And she said, yes. And I said, okay,
The thing.
you want to be my girlfriend? And she said, yes.
I said,
And
sure.
Then she turned around but here's the important part. Now we're officially boyfriend and girlfriend
Big deal.
at that moment.
Big deal.
And she turns around and runs away. We didn't speak for 6 more months
I thought you were going to say like 20 years.
or that. When that 6 months was up, she finally did call me and say,
Listen, there's a lesson
I didn't
here.
call you.
I don't know. In my version, you did.
My daddy wouldn't let me call
I
you.
trust that she didn't call me because there's no way Bob Warfield would let his daughter call a boy. But in my version, we're going to say that she called.
That's quite the long distance relationship. There's a lesson here.
So
No
then,
speaking for 6 months.
Okay.
You can make it too.
but then the first thing she says to me is, this relationship isn't working out for me.
What do you mean?
So
Time to break up.
right then, we broke up. So first conversation, want to be my girlfriend? Second conversation, I'm done with this.
Very efficient way to have relationships.
But then we
Talk about no fuss.
grew into being very good friends. And we became super good friends through church and through youth group. And we lived in different parts of the town. Like she kind of lived like in town, and I lived on the countryside outside of like in the city limits, but like on the edge. And I went to a country school.
Can I say
Yeah,
this?
sure.
Because I think that being a parent now, it's a little bit different. And over the years, I've gained an understanding. And as I've gotten to know the Lord, and we would agree on this, Song of Solomon, 3 different times, do not awaken love before it's time. And we had no idea.
That is a big part of our story.
had no idea.
While our sisters did not have any ill intention, that did lead us in a wrong direction.
Yeah.
That was hurtful in the end. That was not their intention.
We had older sisters. They're 4 years older than me. And
2.5 years older than me.
And another thing is, like, we definitely were in the church. I think the pastor this morning
We were
said something
children
about
in the
religion
church.
is man's attempt to reach out to find God. There was an awareness of religion, an awareness of religious practices, but not a knowledge of who God was and how do you navigate relationships. And,
Yeah, and-
we were just out there winging it.
And I would add to that,
Yeah, that makes
I would
sense.
add to that, I don't advocate for trying that as a child. Hold one.
He's staring the children down one by one.
And I
Mixed
say
responses from the children.
I say that only because it causes unnecessary roadblocks, hurdles, and hurt.
You said something earlier
Confusion,
that,
too.
yeah, that's right. You mentioned this, like when you talking about, we're going over Proverbs as a men's study right now. Raise your child in the way, and they will not depart.
Apart from it.
But you were talking about, but you're building the foundation and the building blocks. I think it maybe an analogy is like, look, kids, there's like you built the parents, because you said there's a point in which like they're not ready to go out on their own, right, or live in the house. The house is life, and so that as the parents, we're building that house for and by, with, and through them, right, with them and for them. But the kids, what they want to do is like, hey, we got 2 rooms done and part of the roof on. I want to live in that house. I'm an adult. I'm 17.
ready.
I
Yeah.
can think. Slow your roll, children.
Yeah.
I could tell you a story. One of our kids right now, it's like, you're not 30 years old. You're a lot less than that. I won't, throw them out of the bus.
Sure.
But it's like, build that house for your children. But like for the kids out there, the young adults especially, don't go in the front door and you don't need to live in the house until it's finished. And you might not know when it's finished, right? The builder will know when it's finished. In this case, the builder is you guys and the parents. Like, okay, now like do the thing in the house. But until then, you find yourself, I'm getting wet. It's raining. That's right. As I told you, only a part of the roof is done.
Well, I mean,
Can't see that.
to up until about 20 years ago, hey, I think we need to break up. Hurt a guy. He had no idea, and I had no idea how to have a relationship, and so we weren't talking. We were just calling ourselves this thing because that's what the world presented to us. And it wasn't even our parents that presented it. It was like, growing up where you hear, oh, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend?
Why don't you have a girlfriend?
One?
That
And
ascribes
clearly
value to you.
Yeah. And they're telling, they're asking that you, if you have this, and then everybody around you starts doing this. So
the thing is, though, it's you don't even know what rejection is, and then you get rejected. So you don't even know what it is. You don't even understand the concept, but now you're feeling it full force, or you're doing it not intending to be mean or have any harm, but you don't even know what it is or how to handle it. So you're just jumping in blindly, walking down this path you don't even know exists, and now it's just hitting you in the face repeatedly. Now, okay, so we can get over that, and now we're just friends, and we're going a couple years in, and
we're a youth group now.
We're still dealing with this. Is she your girlfriend? Are you his boyfriend, or she your whatever? You know what I'm saying? And the pressure of a lost world saying, "Well, y'all should be boyfriend and girlfriend." Like I'm like at VBS a few years ago, like that was dumb. This is cool. We're friends.
Yeah.
But
we're talking. This is great.
But then we got to be friends, and I'm going to a different school than her. She went to Lafayette Middle School. Is that where you went to middle school?
I went to LJ Alamo.
LJ Alamo, that's right. LJ Alamo. I knew that.
The Arts Academy.
You'll know why I knew that in a minute. And I went to several different schools out in the country. I was kind of bounced around from zoning. But anyway.
You had gone to Catholic school for a little bit.
I did. I had a Valentine's dance coming up, and I'm like, oh, well, you bring a girl to that. Okay, this I know. So I will ask Holly if she'll go with me because I don't know or talk to any other girls, really. So I asked Holly to go to the Valentine's dance with me. Or no, we went to Blackham first, didn't we? I think we did.
Maybe.
So I will say we had our first date was at the Blackham Coliseum in Lafayette, Louisiana, to see Barnum and Bailey's Circus.
The Shrine Circus. It was the Shrine Circus because our dads.
Circus. That's right, Shriner Circus. Because I got 2 free tickets at school to the Shriner Circus. So our parents dropped us off at St. Pius.
Yourself.
They dropped us off at St. Pius Catholic Church across the street from Blackham. And we walked across Johnston Street, which is a big deal when you're like 14.
He walked me across very nicely.
What a guy.
And we watched the circus.
I still want to know if he's bearded at this point.
Almost.
The beard almost bearded.
I was talking to Den. And so then the dance came up, and I asked her to go to the dance with me. I could tell she was flirting every now and then. She brought me a cupcake at church.
Oh, a cupcake.
For Valentine's Day.
She was like, hey, I baked cupcakes last night, and I brought you one. I'm like, way to a man's heart, it's through his stomach. This woman knows something.
Noted. My daughters better not be bringing no cupcakes to church. I don't know what's up.
Watch them when they start baking. And then you boys start bringing home cupcakes.
We had a problem.
Having a long conversation. Go for a long
Clearly,
walk.
I saw that in my own house. My mother was a great cook, and she definitely would. The way to my dad's heart was through the things that she cooked. So I just started passing on the love.
I think that's a pretty common thing. I support Christina's cooking to the X extent.
Yeah. We went to this dance, and we didn't go to this dance like a couple. We went with a group of friends, but we took
we both wore cardigans.
We both wore cardigans
out in Louisiana
over my shoulder,
tied like a prep guy.
Preppy boy?
Yes.
Oh, give me.
Oh, geez.
Oh, look, back then it was either you were a jock or you were a prep or you had nowhere to be. So anyway, that was 6th grade. And then sitting in 6th grade, I'm sitting in class. Once again, I'm on the other side of town from her. And I get this flyer from LJ Alamo School for the Performing Arts. And I'm like, what's that about? And someone came and spoke to us and told us all about the performing arts. And I'm like, wait, that's where Holly's zoned to go to school. They're saying I could go there? So you had to go and put your application in and interview. So I go there and they're like, do you have a performing art? And I'm like, is that a requirement? They're like, well,
Are you supposed to teach me?
they're like, to bus you in all the way to LJ Alamo from the country, you've got to have a reason to be here. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, I play guitar and y'all have a guitar class. I'm in and it's cool, right? So they're like, okay, well, that's great, but you live so far to qualify, you'll need 2 performing arts. Well, I couldn't even think of another performing art. Like I couldn't name one if you asked. So I'm looking at the list and I'm like, I see on there, hold on to your,
Oh no.
I see on there dancing,
Oh.
ballet, jazz, and modern.
I thought you were going to say comma square.
And I look and I'm like, Holly, I know, has been taking ballet and other forms of
boy.
dance since she was since she could walk.
I can see why this was so hard for you to put on air.
And I'm like, wait a minute. If I say I do ballet, I am 100% in a class with her. I mean, how many ballet classes can there be? So I looked him square in the face and I said, I also do ballet. And they kind of looked around. They're like, we've never had a guy take ballet before.
In South Louisiana.
And I
You
said,
should have
no.
told him you bulldogged.
I said, no.
That's a dance.
They said, do you really dance? And I said, it's what I'm about. So they're
funny.
like, we need to have him talk to the dance teacher, Miss Burke. So I go talk to Miss Burke and she's like, you realize if you do this, we would love it because we've never had a guy in here to dance. The girls are going to love that. And then a light bulb went off in the back of my head. I'm like, this could be cool.
I have friends that dance.
Wait a minute.
And then she said, you're going to get made fun of a lot.
Mm.
And I'm like, I can also handle that. They're like, all right, you're in. So 7th grade, I go to LJ Alamo.
No,
I-
this was 6th grade.
Was it 6?
Mhm.
Maybe. I show up my first dance class. And that's when I
This
found
is
out.
True Confessions with Josh Myers.
You don't
today.
dance.
That's when I found out there are more than one dance class.
Oh.
There's a class for the girls who have been dancing all their lives. It's called the dance troupe. They travel, they go do things. They're the cool people. And then there's the intermediate class with all the kids that want to dance but don't know what dance is. I was in the intermediate class.
Shocker.
Skip right past beginner.
So, I think the intermediate was right before beginner.
Oh.
I think this is, here we'll learn what dance is.
Intermediate
This
is
is how
he
the
lied to us
move
and
your
he'll
feet
get to
without
beginner.
tripping.
This is
Intermediate.
This is God's
Yeah.
correction, discipline
So-
for him.
You want to go your way? Well, you're
I
gonna find out.
Here you go.
I started figuratively now getting beat up and harassed by the guys. Not literally beat up, but harassed by the guys. And I'm like, listen, I'm just going to say it. You don't have to mute this out, Maddie B. You don't have to. You're saying I'm gay because I'm in dancing, but you guys are all in wrestling.
Oh.
And you get in spandex and roll around the floor with other sweaty dudes.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And I am in a class with 34
In
girls.
compromising positions.
And
Yeah.
I'm in a class with 34 girls in spandex. I don't know how you define gay.
Where's the problem here? Holly loves it.
So then I go to Miss Burke and I tell Miss Burke, like,
Catherine's
look,
unimpressed.
I go to Miss Burke and I'm like, look, I'm getting beat up from these guys. Like, they're really harassing me. And she said, okay, hang on. So she goes and talks to all the girls in the dance troupe, like, hey, you've got to befriend this dude or he's going to leave. So when they went on
And
field
beat
trips,
these guys up.
so when they went on field trips, the dance troupe would go and the one person from the intermediate class, Josh. So when they went to go see Alvin Ailey's dance company in New Orleans, I went with the dance troupe.
Oh, boy.
The wrestling team stayed after because they lost the tournament and had to roll around the floor with each other more.
Suckers.
So gay. So then
Where was Holly in it? What class
she
was
was
she
in
in?
the dance troupe.
We're getting
She
there.
was with the cool girls.
We're getting there.
So I'm hanging out with my girl, my friend, right? Not girlfriend,
Friend, space, girl.
not boyfriend, not girlfriend. My friend who's a girl, Holly. And so we were very close friends. We talked all the time. We grew in our friendship, and then we went
because we did go to. I mean, we went to church together. So
we went to church together. We went to youth group together.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with the dance troupe girls, which was Holly's group of
We're
friends.
91 episodes in, and we've now just learned.
That Josh took ballet.
This man is full of stories.
Wait, I didn't tell you.
Oh, here comes another one.
I had to quit my dad's baseball team to take ballet.
I bet he
Look.
took that swimmingly.
First time I saw him cry.
Oh, Josh, listen, I came in here with no intention of your testimony causing me to judge you.
Too late.
I wasn't aware you were going to tell us about ballet in the 6th grade.
Oh, it gets better.
Okay, here we go.
Oh boy.
So then Holly is part of this organization called Cotillion. A smile just came across her face. Cotillion is a bunch of kids once a month get together, get all dressed up like you would for like say a prom or something.
I thought you were going to like sounds like
And-
reptilian.
One of the things that like when you're a part of a church community, you're sharing with each other. My kid's doing this. My kid's doing that. Well, I want my kid to be involved in da. So I think our parents too, because my dad was his dad's boss on the railroad, and then our moms are both. This is wild.
Listen. We got to break this down. This is serious. Our dads are both employed on the railroad. Her dad was a train master. My dad was a locomotive engineer. My mom was a registered nurse. Her mom worked for a home health agency. We both have one older sister, and they're best friends.
Carbon copies.
And then there's us.
And our moms' names are
Judy.
but not just Judy,
Mine's
but Judith.
Mine's Judith Ann.
Judith Joanne.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. People
Oh,
who
wow.
say coincidences
This is
are,
weird.
I don't
I'm not sure if
believe
this
it.
is just coincidence or normal southern
So-
Louisiana stuff, but
So it's
I
not,
know which way I'm going.
It's not like, hey, mom, dad, as we got older, I want you to, and started dating, I want you to meet my girlfriend's parents. It's like, my girlfriend's dad is your good friend. My girlfriend's mom is your good friend, mom.
Surprise.
Oh, hey, big sister, you know her sister as well as I know her. Like, our families are very close in that regard. But anyway, rewind a bit. We're in Cotillion. Cotillion is kind of a socialite thing to go to once a month where they teach you proper ballroom dancing, how to do the waltz and do all those types of things. And kids are all dressed up. It lasts a few hours. But I'm a country boy out on the other side of town. I'm not going to get an invite to become a member of Cotillion because you've got to be invited by a member. So I got invited by one Miss Holly Warfield. And all of a sudden, Josh is now doing my dad's like, so I'm coaching a baseball team that my son's not on. And my son's staying late and not going to practice because he's doing ballet. And on Friday, when my team has a game, I have to drop my kid off at Cotillion first.
Oh, but his mother loved that he was
She-
dressing
my
up and learning manners.
Judith, she loved it.
Yeah,
She
it was
loved
definitely a
poor
thing
him.
where they teach you how to approach a girl and ask her properly if you can have this dance and what to do if the so it's a little bit of etiquette.
Here's an aside. I think they do 2-step lessons in town. Y'all want to go? Like
that'd be
double
a
date?
blast.
Would that
That'd
be
a
fun?
blast.
We would love
We've
to.
been wanting
I think it's like Tuesday nights.
We'd love to.
Square
Let's do it.
dancing, not
I'm all
that,
in.
but a 2-step
I'm all in.
lessons.
I've
Let's
got
do
kids who
two-step.
would like to go too, I'm sure.
We'll make them go, and they will like it.
Okay. Noted.
So there were times.
I'm going to say I feel left out, but continue.
No, we're bringing you
Come
too.
dance too.
No, you're coming too. If we're going, you're going.
No. He's the caller. All these squares have the caller. Round and round we go, where she stops and nobody. That's Maddie B.
I don't know how you made that song sound like gangster rap, but all right, we'll
I don't
move
even
on.
know if that's accurate.
It's close.
Okay.
So then, during this time, we kind of a handful of times tried the boyfriend-girlfriend thing, and it always ended
What
the
age are we
same.
at now in this saga?
We're now moving into high school.
Oh, okay.
So high school, Holly moves on and goes to, I've got to skip over some details for the sake of time, but so high school, Holly moves on from LJ Alamont to another school and then Lafayette High.
Oh, wait. He really, I have to say, he embarrassed the life out of me at Cotillion.
I tried to skip it.
Do tell, please.
Nope,
It's
not
not
skipping.
often.
Then when he said, we just had to try some boyfriend-girlfriend things, like
Oh boy.
we would dance
Okay, so she wouldn't dance with me at Cotillion,
all the time. I wouldn't do all the dances with him.
which was a bummer.
Because it was the only reason he's there.
100%.
So, but it is, like I think I had an awareness of like, you're getting to know a lot of people. You're out there.
I didn't like
thing.
her knowing other people.
He,
Overbearing much?
No, I just hated those boys.
but I did like the fact
They
that
wrestled.
he did give me attention. However, one time we had a break and we were all supposed to be eating the snacks, and Josh
It's like
decided
halftime for Cotillion.
nobody's dancing, nobody's doing anything. We're all in line, and Josh decided at this point, I'm going to go ask Holly to dance with me.
While nobody else is dancing.
While no one else is dancing.
And all
I
those
was
boys
like,
can watch
"No."
what I'm doing.
And we're friends, right? He's like, come on, Holly, come dance with me. And I'm like, no, Josh, you can't. This is not the time to be dancing.
Power
And he
move.
Said, no. we
And I'm thinking
I
all
want to
these
dance with
I'm
you.
thinking all these little suckers need to see
Take
me
notes.
stake
Oh, yeah.
my claim.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm staking claim.
We
here.
all are aware what you were doing.
Oh yeah.
I was just getting more embarrassed by the minute because he did get loud. And then he did get down on his knees.
On his knees! Joshua!
I'm gonna get my dance.
Hey, I guess when he sees something he likes, he goes after it.
He did. And you know what? Again, we go back to that don't awaken love before it's
Just
time.
wait a
But
minute.
once you,
I
want
just
you to
see the
all- wait,
redness.
yes, zoom in on Catherine's
There
redness.
she is, unimpressed.
She's
in a word.
She's embarrassed for her mom right now.
Oh, poor girl.
her sister would feel the same way. She had a similar experience. It's not something you want to experience
I'll
in
look-
front of everybody.
But
I'll
you know
look
how.
over.
But girls, you know how you get the embarrassed moment to stop.
Say yes.
That's right. Dance with the boy.
I did.
So she danced.
Go hide in the girls' bathroom.
And I did.
She
I
said hide in
loved
the girls' bathroom. That's true.
I had
Yeah?
some buddies.
Most predators, Josh, wouldn't
I-
go in
But
there.
I had some buddies
thing's
blocking
for
the door.
Sure, one thing's for sure, I was learning how to treat people along the way, and I
We both
wasn't.
were.
We weren't about to. I wasn't going to be mean to him.
Oh,
and
so you said
run
yes.
off and hide in the
I
bathroom.
got the dance.
And, yeah, I would dance with him, and we had a great time, and we loved dance. I loved dancing with him. I loved dancing with him from that point throughout high
She's
school.
the first,
So
my
he was
favorite person
often-
to dance with.
Did he ever
would
become
hope
like
so.
any good at this ballet dancing?
He was
thing?
great. Ballet. We have other stories about all that. He was fine ballet dancer. A boy dancer is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his place in that troupe was different. But he definitely could two-step. He could waltz.
Okay.
We would have fun
I love dancing.
together. And
Every
so
time
through-
we do this, I learn something new about this guy.
So-
Oh, it gets better.
So throughout high school, anytime I wanted to just go have fun at a dance,
He
I'd
was the
say,
person you called.
Josh, come, let's go. Let's go to the dance.
And anytime I wanted a date to a dance or didn't have a date to a dance, we were kind of we're good friends and we know it. If you don't have a date, I'm on call. And if she didn't have a date, she's on call.
I didn't get asked to his high
Yeah,
school.
so what we're hearing is that Josh was excited to ask Holly on a date, and Holly asked Josh out of pity sometimes.
That's what
Down to the last
that's
resort.
a man's interpretation of that. Isn't that funny?
Josh
'Cause
hated
he
Down
thought
to the
that.
last resort.
No, he thought that. That was not the case.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
He thought that. He
So
thought that.
here's the interesting thing when you awaken love too early is everybody gets hurt repeatedly throughout these years.
It can lead to resentment.
Well, we were all her and I were really good friends, but what we both took from those relationships between our multiple relationships with each other was she doesn't really like me and I'm always second rate to everyone else and she's hurtful to me.
Oh, okay.
And what she took from that relationship was he doesn't really like me. I'm always second rate to everyone else
I have to ask him.
and he's
Yeah.
hurtful to me.
Okay, all right. You're
When
just
that
too
wasn't the
young.
case,
Yeah,
the
never.
truth is I was fond of her. I didn't know how to walk that out. Years later, she's had to convince me, when I was
It's
around
been a long
40,
time.
when I was around 40, that she actually did like me. And for decades, I did not think that was true. And there were two things that were said in the 6th grade that I carried on until recently that were not even meant to be hurtful or harmful, but scarred enough that I carried them into our marriage years later
Crazy.
because we were kids. And whether something was said inappropriately or it was misinterpreted, we were just both young and immature, not ready for this. It ended up hurting us. I mean, not drastically, but it was a thing that we had to look back at later and be like, I know this sounds dumb, but in the 6th grade, you said something. And
Let's unpack that.
Date night.
but like, I mean,
Day night.
I can laugh about it now, but
Yeah.
like it's serious. When I brought it up, I had tears in my eyes.
Interesting.
Like
yeah.
I don't even want to admit this, but I'm 40 years old, and you said something to me in the 6th grade, and I'm still
I'm
angry.
still holding on to it. Yeah.
I'm not just hurt by it. I'm angry about it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That makes
That's
sense. I
what
get that.
happens, Jonathan, when you get into a relationship and you're not ready for relationships.
But we also
Catherine.
didn't. We had youth group leaders who were great. They were
Yeah,
great.
they were great.
They were great.
We
in,
love 'em.
in pointing us in the right direction. And
I just want you to know
Should
there
we-
was tape on my seat, and every time I move my rear end, it sticks, and it's like, crunk. And
But-
it's so if I keep looking down, it's
we didn't have
my
the
pants
counsel.
are sticking.
You can just move the tape.
I moved it; it's still sticky, residual sticky.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
But we didn't have, we were not open to asking for the counsel through some of these things. I mean, I think at this point we understand we have a level of responsibility in our own saying, hey, we're struggling with this. How do we deal with this?
Try to do
could
it-
you help
yeah.
us with this?
Trying to do it self-aware.
No,
and-
we were
yeah.
doing it because we knew it. We were wise in our own eyes. We were teenagers who knew
There
because we
it
saw
is.
everybody doing it around us and we knew better.
Yeah.
And
But we also had people.
The house
that,
wasn't ready.
We
No.
had
No.
people that were older.
Not a firm foundation.
We had
Falling
people
through the
that were
floor.
older that didn't know any better saying, why aren't y'all a couple? Why aren't y'all a
Yeah.
couple? Why? So we're like, maybe we should.
What age is this now?
oh gosh.
All the
from
whole time, the
from,
whole time,
from
yeah.
12 to 30.
Because they saw us enjoying one another's company.
Yeah.
Now, and those things were good, but because it all just became so muddled and so messy, and we both were involved in what was going on around us, whether it was in the world, whether it was dancing, whether it was church. We were dancing and performing at the church things, and doing VBSs and doing all these things. But our personal discipleship and our personal relationships with the Lord, which I know will be a later thing, were different.
Yeah, they weren't developed.
They were not developed, and they needed time to develop, which again goes back to that don't awaken love the boy for its time. We weren't prepared personally in our own walks with the Lord to be able to walk with somebody else in the Lord to do that. So it was definitely a crooked road, the broken road.
And that's one thing. It's been on Ecclesiastes. There's a time and season for everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, so let's just keep the conversation or the whole chain of events going. So, we
got through high school.
We-
At
go
the
ahead.
end of high school.
go ahead with that.
At the end of high school, it's where are we going to go next?
We were
And
not dating through high school.
We just went to dances together.
We
like,
were super good friends.
We went
and
to
we
dances.
talked all the time about everything, life and everything.
like if he had a girlfriend, which he did have other girlfriends, or I had a boyfriend. I mean, those things happen. But everybody knew if you want to find out about things, go talk to Holly. She'll tell you about Josh. And then if, the same was true for guys, they did not like Josh being around. I will befriend Josh so that I can be around Holly. It was those kinds of things where people were aware they have a special friendship and they would use us for that, purpose in their own walks. But we got to the end of high school very much involved in those things. And Josh, who was a young man who needed to make some decisions for his future, went and joined the Army.
And let's hold there for 1 second, and here's why. Because if we because this testimony is going to be good, and so this could be the end of part 1, and so I'll close it here so we can pick up for another episode for part 2.
Yep.
So if you and you can cut this out if you don't need it. But there you go. That's part 1 of the Holly and Josh story. Saga.
Yeah.
Event, man, and that was a fun one to get through and a good ride.
Yeah.
And so if you're ready for part 2, we'll see you next Monday,
There you
and
go.
we'll keep it going, okay? And if remember this, friends, men of the world follow trends. Men of the faith, they follow truth.
Make your choice.